Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're plunging into, a global sensation you almost certainly know. Squid Game.
Oh, yeah. Hard to miss that one.
Exactly. Millions worldwide were just completely gripped by this, thrilling dystopian story. Deadly games, desperate people.
Right. Intense stuff.
But here's the twist for today's Deep Dive. What if I told you this show is actually, maybe closer to reality than pure fiction?
That's really the core of it, isn't it? We're going to dig into the real-life inspirations, connect that fictional world to some very, very genuine societal issues.
Issues that are still around today.
Absolutely. It holds up a pretty powerful mirror, to us, to society under pressure.
Okay, so let's start at the beginning then. The creator, South Korean filmmaker Hwang Dong-hyuk.
Right.
What's kind of amazing is he wrote the script way back, in 2009.
Yeah, long before it actually landed on Netflix in, September 2021.
Exactly. And just for anyone who maybe somehow missed it, the basic idea is 456 people, all completely drowning in debt.
Just desperate.
Totally desperate. They agree to play these deadly versions of childhood games, all for a shot at a massive cash prize. Life-changing money.
And the impact. I mean, it wasn't just big, it was explosive, right?
Oh, instantly.
It became like the most watched show in Netflix history almost overnight.
It just grabbed people everywhere.
Yeah, worldwide. That raw brutality, but also a really deep emotional core. It just struck a chord.
Definitely crossed language barriers. A true phenomenon. Now, here's where it gets really interesting for me. How much Hwang's own life seems to be woven into this.
Ah, yes. His personal situation back then.
Right. When he wrote it in 2009, he wasn't just imagining desperation. He was kind of living it.
That's right. He was broke, living with his mother, his grandmother.
He even had to sell his laptop at one point just to get by.
Wow. Yeah. That kind of hardship.
Yeah.
It definitely bleeds through, doesn't it?
It feels like it shaped the whole vision.
And what's fascinating is how that personal pain, it mirrored these broader issues in South Korea at the time.
Like what specifically?
Well, you had rapidly rising personal debt, unemployment was a persistent problem, and just stark income inequality, big gaps between rich and poor.
And those issues haven't exactly vanished.
No, sadly, they're still very much present, systemic problems, and you connect those dots. It leads straight to Hwang's sort of chilling what if.
Which was?
What if people were pushed so far, so desperate they'd actually risk their lives for money?
A terrifying thought experiment born from reality.
Exactly. And ironically, the show itself kind of sparked that global conversation about these invisible pressures, didn't it?
It really did. And it's not just the premise that's rooted in reality. The actual games.
The children's games, yeah.
Like Red Light, Green Light, or the Squid Game itself. Those were actual games he played as a kid in Korea.
He pulled them straight from his own childhood. Playground memories turned deadly.
But it wasn't just his personal life and childhood, right? There were other influences.
Oh, for sure. He was also drawing quite a bit from Japanese survival manga.
Like Battle Royale.
Battle Royale, yeah. And also Liar Game. He blended those kinds of, genre elements with that really potent emotional tension that was already bubbling up in Korean society. It created something unique. Felt familiar, yet specific.
Okay, so pulling it all together, what does it all mean? What's the big takeaway?
Well, fundamentally, I think the show works as this powerful metaphor for modern capitalism.
So.
You see the rich, the VIPs, just observing, watching the poor struggle and, destroy each other in this ruthless competition for survival.
A zero-sum game. It's hard to miss that parallel, yeah.
It's stark. The show isn't just entertainment. It's kind of brutally honest about how far desperation can push people.
To abandon everything. Morality, friendship.
Exactly. How economic systems, taken to an extreme, can dehumanize people, force them into these impossible choices, sacrificing everything just to, get ahead or even just survive.
It's a tough reflection.
Unavoidable, really.
So, to wrap up, yes, Squid Game is fiction. But the pain, the struggle, that sheer desperation.
That's real life for millions. All over the globe.
Absolutely.
And it leaves us with a really important question to think about, doesn't it? Just how far do these economic systems push people globally? What extreme choices might that kind of desperation ultimately force on someone?
Something to definitely reflect on.
Makes you think about the unseen struggles, how close some people are living to that edge every single day.